it's Rebecca at Design and Adorn, and I am so excited to show you this new trunk show that we got in. We love Two Charming Chix. If you are brand new to Two Charming Chix and you don't know what they're all about, let me show you. So these are double-sided pendants. The images are sandwiched between two pieces of glass, and then they're soldered together, embellished with fun charms and beautiful beads, and they have a nice bail up here at the top, a 6mm bail that fits perfectly on our braid here. So we use these pendants in the Picturesque necklace. So that's braided with size 11 delicas. That's how we get this nice braid that's gonna fit inside the bail. And one thing that's really cool about the Picturesque necklace is we have these two spirals of accent beads where we're using 3mm fire polish beads. And look at this, the spirals are going in opposite directions. So that's a new skill that you'll learn when putting together this kit. We've been doing the Picturesque show, I guess for a couple years now, and it's always super, super popular because the pendants are gorgeous. It's a really pretty necklace design. We finish off the back with peyote stitch end cap covers, so that's another thing that you'll learn how to do in the instructions. And these are 5mm magnets that are hidden under there that we had custom made for us because they're the perfect fit on this beaded rope made with the delicas. And for our spring show this year, we have something extremely special. Let's look at these. These are almost antique. They're very vintage. The embroidery inside of here is from the 1930s and 40s. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see it better. So these are from England, and what they were is it was a little, like a gift with purchase sort of thing, basically, that was coming with cigarettes. And you had this beautiful piece of embroidery, and it was in a little card, and the back of the card told you about the flower, right? So this one is Candy Tuft. And there are not many of these in existence, as you can imagine. Sure, they made a lot of these as a promo to go with the cigarettes, but being as old as they are, not many of these have survived. So we're really excited to have this very unique collection of vintage art that has been transformed into a new wearable piece in this pendant, and then you'll transform it one step further, making it into a Picturesque necklace. So for every Picturesque kit, you're gonna have one of these very special pendants that have been handmade with this vintage piece of embroidery with the coordinating info card on the back. They're embellished at the bottom, and then Alex and I put together just a beautiful blend of delicate beads to really nicely support the pendant and be the base. And then we picked out some 3mm fire polish to be that little pop up here in the spiral portion of the necklace. These kits are gonna debut on Friday, April 28th. You'll be able to shop at designandadorn.com. We'll have all of the different kits there with a nice close-up photo. But because these are so special, they're so unique, I really want you to be able to see them. So we're also going to do a live show, 5 o'clock on April 28th, Friday, April 28th, 5 o'clock. It'll be on both YouTube and Facebook, so you can watch wherever you like watching videos. And I'll go through every single pendant, show you the front and the back. I'm gonna show you just a little bit of a teaser, a little bit of a preview right now so that you can get a sense for what these pendants are all about and just how special they are. They're a little bit bigger than a standard Two Charming Chix. You can see them next to each other. The embroidery pieces are a little bit wider. They're not all exactly the same size, but they're all about 1.25 inches wide, versus the usual ones are only about 1 inch. They're a little bit wider, so about 1.25 inches wide. And yeah, about 2 inches. So they're a nice size. And this one, like I said, is the Candy Tuft. And they just have like a little like factoid or a quote or something. Factoid and a quote. This one says Candy Tuft is one of the oldest flowers in the world. And it goes on there. But isn't that pretty with all the shades of pink in there? Really nice detail. So generally speaking on these kits, we only have one, possibly two of a style. So we are working on taking photographs of these, and that'll go out in our emails so that you can preview them, because we do expect them to sell relatively quickly. So that's where we're going to be sure to put out a full photo preview of all of the kits so that you can have an idea of which one you want to get. And if you know already, you're like, oh, yep, that's the one I want, then at 5 o'clock on April 28th, you're just going to go straight to designandadorn.com and place your order. If you're like, okay, I'm trying to decide between a few, I don't quite yet know what I want, then you're going to tune in first to the live show, and you can see more, you can ask questions, but I do think they're going to sell pretty quickly. Isn't this one pretty with the yellows and the oranges? Oh man, this is going to be a hard show for me if I have to like read the names of the flowers. Anterinum, perhaps? Oh, here we go. Let me just like skip ahead. A popular name for this flower is snapdragon. Oh, yeah, I see it. So these are snapdragons and some beautiful yellows and oranges. And so what we have going on here with our mix is we have some really, really soft, buttery yellows with a little bit more of a bright, bolder yellow. There's some translucent yellow with some shimmer finish. And then we're picking up just perfectly. Look at that. Look at that really vibrant orange that's been captured in there. And then we're going to have a really fun, sparkly, luster shimmer coated translucent gold for our accent bead. That's going to be a really pretty one. These are not in order. I'm not doing an actual like show here. This is just a little teaser so you can see what these are all about, because they're really special. We've been waiting for these, gosh, I don't know, at least 6 months is when we first found out that these embroidery pieces existed. And then we're like, yes, absolutely, we want those. Those are going to be amazing. Let's see how I am with my flower names. Is it? Yes, it is an iris. Got it. Oh, that's gorgeous. I love that with the lighter lavender with like a little bit of a darker lavender. And it's neat what they did here with the stitching as well. I don't know the technical terms for any like embroidery things. Look how shiny they are. You can see the lights overhead reflecting. But yeah, they use two different stitch techniques here, which creates some cool shading. So that's the iris. I think I'm just talking off the top of my head here, so don't hold me to this. I want to say we have like 35, 36 kits available, something like that. And then of those, I think it's 29 styles. So like I said, mostly one of a kinds. A couple of them are twosies. Oh, something else really exciting that we're doing different for this very special edition of the Picturesque kits. We are also offering a video class as an optional add-on. So, of course, your kit comes with super detailed written instructions, lots of photos. If you've done any of my kits, you know how straightforward they are and how clear the explanations are. But I know that people learn different ways, and some people really prefer a video. And I had so much fun making the soiree video class that I want to do more of that. So I've decided to do a video class for the Picturesque. So I'll have more details on that coming in the next few days, or early next week. But I want to throw that out there. That's another thing that's going to happen. So if you're a beginner with kumihimo and you're like, okay, I want to step up, I want to learn some new skills, and maybe you want to get that video class. So you're going to learn how to braid with delicas, how to reverse the spiral, how to do the peyote stitch. Of course, it's all in the written instructions, but I know some people prefer video instruction. This one is Snowdrop. I think the white ones are really pretty. There are a few different white flowers in the collection. White's one of the harder ones to photograph, but they're super sweet. They're really light. I think the white ones in particular really capture that vintage vibe. So like I said before, these were made in the 1930s and 40s, and then they stopped because of World War II. They were the cigarette company. I'll have to look up their name. I forgot it off the top of my head, but they were ordered to stop by the British government. They're like, no, this is frivolous. This is a waste of material. You have to stop making these, war effort and all of that. So they really did have a very limited production run. Those are the Snowdrops. So we have a blend of different whites in here, lots of different finishes. Some of them are white, and some of them are more of an antique white. That's just gonna give some really nice depth to the braid. And then we're picking up this really beautiful light green in the bauble, and that's gonna be our accent color in the spiral. I think you guys are just going to love these pendants. They're so pretty. And that's just a little taste of them. I hope that you'll tune in on Friday, April 28th. It's going to be 5 o'clock. That's Arizona time and Pacific time. So that's 8 o'clock Eastern. See you then. Bye.